You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never been out mine. I'm running the route. I leave an outline when I hit it. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, touchdown, and I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. Dear hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the hill. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Play fake. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Throwing Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. They've got his man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He was taken down by
the numbers for Freeman a week ago. 16 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 3.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On the carry, it's Chubb. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. A pickup of
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
5-yard line.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
5 yards to go.
From the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks' 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Jones now on 3rd down. He'll drop this one down to Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete to Devontae.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down, New York.
Now Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Chubb. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from her. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nicole Hardman, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's complete to Slayton.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. His tight end Ingram. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Under pressure and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To try again after the sack. Jones, throw left side, complete to Ingram. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Jones to throw on third down. Got a man, Slayton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
First down, Giants.
From the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 3, second and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To
Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one fielded at the 5.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling?
And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Seattle Seahawks. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in the decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jones on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Freeman again, the ball.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
New York.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this this one. They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's
so they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
a gain of
first down, Giants on a pickup of 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. L.J. Collier. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The score, Seahawks 21.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. That catch, I believe, will put him right at 200 yards for the game. Indeed, it does. 200 yards. He's been incredible. Throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Williams.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is out quickly to the right, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Quickly complete into the right flat. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A quick toss out right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
The 11-yard line.
They run. Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
1st and 10.
So now Jones and the Giants down 27-20, 33 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman.
Jones.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
Jones' pass. Complete to Darius Slayton.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they continue